Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Hellboy and the B.P.R.D. Night of the Cyclops, number one. I believe this is just a standalone story, a one shot. But let's take a look at the creative team, and then we'll get into a little bit more of what's going on here. This book with a story by Mignola and Olivier Vatine, art and colors by Olivier Vatine. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Letters by Clem, and we have a few covers, including one by the main artist on this book, Olivier Vatine, and then one by Mignola and Dave Stewart, which you can see towards the end of the video. So I'm a pretty big fan of Hellboy as a concept. I don't really read all the series, but I have read enough to know that I enjoy dipping into the world of Hellboy and the B.P.R.D. every once in a while. And this one just the pitch for this was really cool because it involves Greek mythology. So it really brings two things that I enjoy stories about. Also, a lot of cool visuals from both mythologies. It just kind of combines them together in this book. So I was very happy that this was announced and then that it came out. So let me give you a quick synopsis and then we'll go through some of the art samples. So just as he finishes up one job in Greece, Hellboy is detoured into another adventure by a goat. Yep, and as it says, it's just a goat. You'll see in a second. Join Hellboy in a strange hidden land of treachery and togas as he takes on the wrath of a jealous god. So, like I mentioned, this is all full of Greek mythology, and I could not be more here for it. So let's take a look at some of the artwork because I think when I read a Hellboy book, I expect a lot of dark tones, heavy inks, somber, cool warm colors, not so much like this. But here Vatine really takes it in a whole different direction, right? Even with the character designs, Hellboy still looks like Hellboy, but I mean it's not the Mignola-esque art that we're used to. I really love this scene with this panel with the helicopter and just the transition. It's not very often that we see here like just clear skies and everything in a Hellboy book. It's really more about the supernatural, the occult. But this one really goes in a little bit of a different direction, which I really enjoyed. And like I mentioned, here's the aforementioned goat here from the synopsis. And it really is just a regular goat that's leading Hellboy into kind of like Lassie would, just into maybe somebody that needs help. And that's kind of where the story really kicks off for us. But these few pages of setup, as somebody that hasn't been reading Hellboy in a little while and doesn't really read everything, like they just really serve a lot to kind of bring you back into the world of Hellboy and the B.P.R.D. But then, like I said, I think the art team just really, really nailed it. Actually, just the artist. Vatine really nailed it here. Going back, looking at, I love the flashbacks as they're narrating the story about like what's going on. Aphrodite is that vengeful god, but I won't go into the details as to why she's out to get these people. That I forget what they are called here, but they're not really goats. So yeah, they've been cursed by Aphrodite. So I really enjoy the story, and like I said, just taking a look at these beautiful pages. It is for more for mature readers. As you can see, there is some implied nudity, but I mean these are mythical creatures too. So take it however you will. Um, but yeah, and these people believe that Hellboy is their chosen fighter that will free them from this curse, and I just had a really good time with it. The story is very well paced. Is not too involved. It really just feels like a small, like a quick Greek myth, with some beautiful art, some really cool designs, and like I said, a very unusual color palette for a Hellboy and B.P.R.D. book. So I quite enjoy this. So you guys let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed it. If you're reading anything else from Hellboy, so let me know, and I'll give you here's a bit of a comparison here, just from the distinct art. We have both covers, one by Vatine, one by Dave Stewart and Mignola, and you can just kind of see the difference on the inking, the line styles, and in this case, I would normally pick out the Mignola cover, but I just love the color palette so much of the new one, and this design of the shield looks really cool. I would love to have an action figure of Hellboy dressed in this Greek attire with that shield, which I also really like Mignola cover, but had to make a game time decision, so I ended up picking the cover A, which is by Vatine. So you guys let me know down in the comments if you had any kind of struggle picking covers. But I really enjoyed this book. I highly recommend it if you're just a Hellboy casual like me. I think it's a fun story to jump into, and Dark Horse should do more stuff like this, and definitely get the Greek mythology more involved into the world of B.P.R.D. because I had a really good time with it. So as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff. And thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.